Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. Crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. A time of great significance, of growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as very special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you leave.
Batting 8th at second base, number 4, Nick Peck. And batting 9th for the Scots is catcher number 28, Michael Thomas. Pitching this afternoon for Wooster is number 27, Dylan Carr. And now, the starting lineups for your Adrian College Bulldogs. Leading off in center field, number 14, Don Goods. Batting second in left field, number 11, Lincoln Hayward. Batting third at first base, number 30, A.J. Miranda. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 25, David Kedrow. Batting fifth at third base, number 17, Ryan Davis. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 3, Andrew Atherton. Batting seventh in right field, number 34, Owen Brown. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 5, Andrew Rebar. And batting ninth for your Bulldogs at shortstop, number 2, Gus Weeks. Pitching this afternoon for Adrian, number 41, Andrew Giorno. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad for the playing of our national anthem.
Rolled over to second. Wood is there, throws it over to first, and the Bulldogs are going to the NCAA tournament as the MIAA tournament champions. The dog pile ensues beyond the mound.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the kills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
We continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Leading off for the College of Wooster in the top of the first is center fielder number 5, Ben Gabor. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to baseball here at Nicolay Field as the Adrian College Bulldogs are involved in a non-league contest with the College of Wooster here this afternoon, and Ben Gabor stands in for the Scots, and he takes a strike on the first pitch, and we are underway with this Sunday matinee contest here at Nicolay Field. Pitching for the Bulldogs is Andrew Giorno. Giorno delivers a bouncing ball to third across the diamond, 1 out. As a nice play there by Ryan Davis playing third base this afternoon for the Bulldogs. Taking a quick look at the Bulldogs around the infield at first base today, they have A.J. Miranda. Playing second is Andrew Atherton. Gus Weeks is the shortstop. And Ryan Davis is at third base. Here's the pitch from Giorno outside for a ball. Behind the plate this afternoon is going to be Andrew Rebar. And as we said, Andrew Giorno is pitching. In the outfield, the Bulldogs have Don Goods in center, Lincoln Hayward in left, and Owen Brown in right. Here's the pitch.
The batter is right fielder Ben Hines. And it's now a 2-0 count to Hines. Giorno, one of these pitchers that pitches always from the stretch, delivers to Hines. The 2-0 pitch is lifted to center field where Goods will camp under it. And there are 2 up and 2 down. Now batting shortstop number 2, Tyler Chimita. So Tyler Chimita will step in for Wooster. Tyler with an impressive .403 batting average coming into today's game. He's a left-hand batter facing the right-hander Giorno. He squares the bunt, takes it for a ball. And he steps back into the batter's box. He crowds the plate, trying to take away that inside pitch for Giorno. This one's outside, and it's 2-0 to Chimita. Weather, always a concern here this season at Nicolay Field, is still rather cool, but the wind is kind of blowing from left to right as Chimita hits a fly ball. Goods is going to be there for this one, and the Scots go 1, 2, 3. So nothing across for Wooster in the top of the first, and we will come back to see how the Bulldogs fare in their half of the first inning after we pause for this.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere.
We're back here at Nicolay Field, getting ready for the bottom of the first inning. Our leadoff batter is going to be center fielder Don Goods. And Goods is stepping in there with a .391 batting average. He's got a homer, 19 RBIs, and he'll be facing the senior right-hander of the Fighting Scots, number 27, Dylan Carr. And we'll get to his statistical line in just a moment. Leading off for the Bulldogs in center field, number 14, Don Goods.
Yeah, Carr on for the 5th time this season, his 4th start, coming in with a record of 1-1 in 14 innings pitched and an ERA of 7.71.
So here's his first delivery, and Good lines it into left field for a base hit, and the Bulldogs have their leadoff hitter on. And that will bring up the left fielder, Lincoln Hayward. Now batting left fielder, number 11, Lincoln Hayward. Look at Hayward getting a start today. He comes in batting 125 in limited action. This is his 9th plate appearance of the year. There's a throw over to first base.
He appeared yesterday against Calvin in Game 1 where the Bulldogs won 13-0. Craig Rainey emptied the bench and put Hayward out and left. You saw an at-bat last night.
Swing and a miss on the breaking ball for strike 1 to Hayward. Carr sets and delivers. That ball's outside.
Big hole to the right side with first base holding Goods on at first and middle infield playing double play depth.
The 1-1 delivery to Hayward is in for a ball, and Goods swipes second base. That was going to be a close play, but it got away from the shortstop. And Goods is now at second. The pitch was a strike, so it's 1-2 now. So Hayward now with the runner in a scoring position. We'll try and put this ball play and move Goods up a little bit. Infielders remain at medium depth for the Scots. And here's the delivery, fouled away. Hayward got just a piece of it. On deck is A.J. Miranda. And he'll be followed by David Kedrow and Ryan Davis, should the Bulldogs get that far in the order here in the first. Trying to hold Goods on at second base. And that pitch is outside to make it 2-2. Bulldogs facing Wooster, who comes into the game at 9-6. Bulldogs 10-7 on the campaign. Of course, they split a doubleheader with Calvin yesterday after winning the first game here at Nicolay Field on Friday. So they took the series from the Knights. And Hayward now waiting for the payoff pitch. And it's skied into left field. Coming in for it is Stellana, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Now batting the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. So A.J. Miranda will step in, the very versatile fielder playing first base today. We saw him at third base yesterday. Get some time at the designated hitter spot as well as the season has moved on. He takes a ball low for pitch number 1. Don Goods still at second base, waiting to come home here in the first inning. No score so far. Bulldog pitcher Andrew Giorno got the Scots 1-2-3 in the top half of the inning. And we're here with 1 out, runner at second base. And the pitch to Miranda, bouncing ball to short. He looks at the runner and realizes he can't do anything about that, and it guns him out at first base. So Chimita, the shortstop, gets out number 2, and with it, Goods moves to third base for designated hitter David Kedrow. Now batting the designated hitter, number 25, David Kedrow. So Kedro with a chance to get the Bulldogs on the board here. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Kedro steps in. He's 2 for 3 so far this season, batting .667. He's only seen action in 4 games. And the pitch to Kedro, and he lines it right at second baseman Nick Pett, who dives to his right and makes the catch. So the Bulldogs threaten but do not score here in the first inning. And they get no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 was left. And at the end of 1 complete inning of play, our score from Nicolay Field is 0-0.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian
Leading off for the Scots in the top of the second, first baseman number 40, Dane Camphusen. All right, we're back. Dave Camphusen in the batter's box. He hits a ball into the hole, and it's a nice play dug out there by A.J. Miranda at first base. Gus Weeks went deep into the hole at right, got just enough on it, it bounced in, and Miranda makes the play for out number 1. Now batting, designated hitter number 25, Alex Gaspar. So, Alex Gaspar will now step in for the College of Wooster. We haven't had a chance to tell you that the Bulldogs have changed pitchers here, as Tyler Usher now pitching for Adrian. He replaces Andrew Giorno, who pitched a perfect first inning. And this would kind of seem to indicate, Mike, that we're going to see a lot of pitchers on this Sunday afternoon here.
Yeah, and Coach Rainey did that last week against Earlham College. Bulldogs traveled there. They started with Maxwell Denny for an inning, then went to Swanson, Austin Frederick, Trip Russo, Joe Toth, Garrett Lucier, Tyler Usher pitched in that game, Brandon Schultz, and Jacob Panoin.
So Gasper, the count on him is now 2-1. And the count goes to 3-1 as like say, based on the game at Earlham, we're going to see a lot of relief pitchers this afternoon.
Yeah, no one's warming up right now, so we'll see if Usher does a second inning, or if they'll warm up once the Bulldogs come to bat.
Well, the count has moved to full against Gasper. So here comes the payoff pitch from Usher. It's a fly ball. It's fairly deep to right. This may be trouble. It is going to be gone. That ball disappeared just over the top of the fence, and suddenly it's a 1-0 lead for the College of Wooster. Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Dominic Stellana.
Yeah, that was Gasper's 3rd home run of the season, the team's 15th.
That ball hit just underneath the scoreboard, just barely cleared the top of the wall. And Dominic Stellana steps in for the Scots. He fouls off the first offering from Usher. So the Scots' first hit of the game is a big fly, and they take a 1-0 lead here. There's another foul ball. So 2 strikes. The count. The Bulldogs playing Stellana a little bit around to right field, but he lines it into left, and he'll have a base hit. So a couple of hits there for the College of Wooster. And that'll bring up Jack Henderson. Now batting the third baseman, number 37, Jack Henderson. Usher throws over to Miranda to let Stellana know he's aware that he's on first base. Trying to keep him close. And there's one that hits Henderson squarely in the back. Which again, on these cold, you never like to take one like that at any point, but on these cold days, it makes it even worse. Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Nick Pett. So the Scots now with runners at first and second. They're starting to mount a rally after the home run by Gasper. And the first pitch is down low for a ball to Nick Pett. Pett's playing second base this afternoon for the Scots. He made a nice play to end last inning on a line drive by David Kedrow that was trying to make its way into center field. He lifts a fly ball center field. Goods running after it. He makes the catch, and he will get it back into third base without any advancement of the runners. Now batting the catcher, number 28, Michael Thomas. Goods had to run that one down in center field. I don't think, based on his reaction, that Lincoln Haywood really picked that one up off the bat, because he was
kind of running away from it. It looked like so.
Looked like he was not sure, so he was more than happy to let Don Goods handle that one. Okay, we got Michael Thomas, the catcher. He is the 9th batter in the Wooster order. Here's a drive down the line. That's going to be foul off the fence.
Just foul. Had that whole foot of room to work with between the fence and the
there you go.
Left field line.
A ball that hits the fence down in that area of the ballpark on both sides of the lines is just helping the umpire make a close call because it's so close to the fence. So what a strike to Michael Thomas. Thomas batting .250 coming into the ball game today. He's got 1 home run. He's knocked in 5 runs this season. This is his 15th ball game of the year. And the delivery is inside. You can't be much inside without hitting him, to be honest with you. Because he is right on top of the plate, standing right on the inside white line of the right-hand batter's box.
You see his hands are kind of over the plate even.
Yes, he's the kind of batter that could get hit by a strike, to be honest with you. Pitch is outside for ball 3, so it's 3-1.
And we saw that happen quite a bit last year. A lot of leaning into pitches with 2 strikes. They call it a strikeout, and happened a few times for the Bulldogs.
And that one is ball 4, and it hits him. Just kind of as we said, if you're inside about an inch, it's kind of like that fence. So that will go down officially as a hit by pitch. Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Ben Gabor. And the bases loaded is going to mean a conference out here as the Bulldogs want to talk it over. 2 out, 1-0 Wooster here in the first on the home run by Alex Gasper. Gasper's homer was followed by a single by Dominic Stelana. And now a couple of hit by pitches of Jack Anderson and Michael Thomas have loaded the bases with 2 out.
Yeah, Tyler Usher just needs to get his ground ball here or force a routine fly ball just to get out of the inning, limit the damage.
Well, the center fielder Gabor is up at the plate. He swings and misses. Last time he was up, he hit the first pitch squarely at Davis down at third base. And he was first ball swinging again here against Tyler Usher. Runners take their lead. Usher pops this one foul out into the rugby field. And it's quickly a 2-strike count on Gabor. So Usher quickly ahead, 0-2. He delivers, and that one is fouled off into the Scots bench. Which again, causing the Scots to scatter a little bit. That one wasn't hit hard, though, so they had a little time to get out of the way. And we'll do the 0-2 pitch again. Here it comes, and that's outside for a ball. It's like Gabor. He seems to be an aggressive hitter. He was thinking about even going for that one.
Well, and Usher did exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch, try and get him chasing 0-2. He had some pitches to burn. He had a waste pitch, so that slider from him was did exactly what he wanted to do, and Gabor held off.
So with all these foul balls, Coach Craig Rainey comes out and empties his pockets for the home plate umpire of some replacements. Count remains 1-2 after the foul ball. And here's the delivery by Usher high for ball 2. So now it's 2-2.
It's another good pitch from Usher. He started Gabor off with a high fastball, got him swinging. This one a little bit higher, but couldn't get him to go.
Well, here's the 2-2 delivery, a smash, and that's going to find its way into left field. That's going to get 2 runs in, I think. Here comes the throw, cut off, and it's now 3-0 Scots. So Gabor battles and gets the big hit, and the rally continues for the Scots. Now batting right fielder number 16, Ben Hines. And Ben Hines will come up. That was just unfortunate for the Bulldogs because it wasn't really a hard ground ball, but it was just right where nobody could get to it. between Davis and Weeks. And they would have had they been able to get to it, they would have had any base that they could have got somebody out at. So that might have made it a little easier as Usher quickly falls behind at 2-0 to Ben Hines. Hines hit a fly ball to Don Goods his first time up. And that pitch is high for ball 3. You do have some action now in the Bulldog bullpen. But in a game where you figure most guys are going to go 1 inning, 2 at max, as there's a strike to make it 3-1. You really need to have your guy finish his inning. Hines fouls it back off the backstop. And the count now 3-2. So the runners will be going. They're on the pitch with 2 out. And there they go, and it's ball 4. Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Tyler Chimita. So Chimita will become the 9th batter of the inning here. He takes a strike on the outside corner for pitch number 1. Bulldogs really need an out right here. They don't want to fall any further behind. It's a 9-inning game, of course, so they got plenty of time to come back, but keeping the Scots within striking distance is going to be important here. 2 quick strikes to Chimita. He also flied to Don Goods his first time out. And the pitch is high for a ball. Again, just a slight breeze today here at Nicolay Field. And that pitch is outside. That's making it a little bit more comfortable for the fans. Still not exactly what we call baseball weather, but it's a little better. And that one hit Chimita. And he seems to be somewhat hobbled at this point.
Looks like that hit right on top of the kneecap. That's the 4th free base this inning, 3 hit by pitches and a walk. And Craig Prince is going to make a change.
So Usher will leave the ball game, having given up 4 runs so far. And coming into pitch for the Bulldogs is going to be Joe Toth. And we'll be back to talk about that after we pause for this. Now batting the first baseman, number 40, Dane Camphausen. So Dave Camphausen stepping in with the bases loaded, and I want to tell you, Mike, this is a big man standing here at the plate.
Very big.
He looks like he should be playing for the Scots basketball squad. Pitch down low, Rebar has it squared away from him there, but he did a good job of blocking the ball and keeps the runner at third base. Gasper was thrown out on a beautiful play by Weeks to start this inning. Weeks went into the hole and bounced it in there, and A.J. Miranda scooped it up to get this big man.
It's listed as 6'7".
And there's a drive to center field. That's well hit. That's way back, and it is gone. A grand slam homer for the second straight day. A opposing batter has hit a grand slam on the Bulldogs, and that makes it now 8-0. Now batting the designated hitter, number 25, Alex Gaspar. So a grand slam homer. Has made it 8-0 here at Nicolay Field. It's in the outside corner for a strike to Gaspar. Gaspar really got this all started with his home run at the beginning of this inning. His went just over the wall underneath the scoreboard as he swings for strike two. But the latest home run by Camphausen landed up on the hill there in center field. That is a blast. And there's strike three as he stood there like the house aside of the road and watched it go by. So, 8 runs for the Scots in the inning on just 4 hits. And at the end of an inning and a half, our score is Scots 8 and Bulldogs nothing.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. A time of great significance, of growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time
leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the second, third baseman number 17, Ryan Davis. Well, the Bulldogs are going to have to put on their hitting shoes here to get back into this one. They got plenty of time, but they're going to need to somewhat pack away at the Scots here this afternoon as they find themselves trailing in the second 8-0 after the big 8-run inning by the College of Wooster here in the top half of the inning. Ryan Davis steps in to lead it off for Adrian. He's playing third base this afternoon. And he takes a ball for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's over for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Got a big week of baseball here at Nicolay Field. This is the fourth game since Friday. And we got a couple more conference games coming up here later in the week. Tuesday, Trine University will be in town. And then on Friday, the Hope Flying Dutchmen make an appearance here before the Bulldogs go to Hope on Saturday for a doubleheader for the next big MIAA series. Here's the delivery from Carr, and it's fouled off into the Bulldog dugout by Davis. Dylan Carr has been staked to an 8-0 lead here. So while the Bulldogs appear to be ready to pitch by committee this afternoon, I'm sure he's going to try and want to stay around till at least the fifth inning and pick up this win. As Davis fouls the pitch down the line. It's much like yesterday when Michael Swanson was dealing for the Bulldogs. As soon as they had that big inning, he became much more aggressive as a pitcher. Throwing the ball over there. There's the pitch, and it's lined to center field. But waiting there is Ben Gabor, and he puts it away for out number one. Bulldogs getting good at bats against Carr, but it's only led to one hit so far. Now batting second baseman number 3, Andrew Atherton. So Atherton will have his first at bat. Pitch on the way for a ball. Atherton playing second base today. Guard delivers for a second ball outside. Atherton hitting .265 for the Bulldogs. This is his 12th start of the season. He's been nursing a little bit of an injury. And the pitch goes down low. He missed Friday's ball game, but he was in there yesterday against the Calvin Knights. And he finds himself up on a 3-0 count right now. One out. We're in the second. Glad you're with us here on ACTV. And here comes the delivery inside for a strike. Nip the corner. And it's 3-1. Pitch is high, and Atherton draws the base on balls. He'll take his base, and now Owen Brown will bat. Now batting the right fielder, number 34, Owen Brown. Brown, a left-hand batter. He comes in batting .300. And now he's got a runner at first base. Ball bounces in front of the plate. Nice job there by Michael Thomas to knock it down.
Good read by Atherton as well, not taking off on that.
Yeah, right now, he's almost more valuable to the Bulldogs at first because he's creating a big hole over on that side. If Brown can pull the ball, he'll be able to bounce it through there. And of course, Bulldogs probably not going to be too aggressive on the base pass right now, down 8 runs. Again, there's still lots of time in this ball game, but you cannot afford to have people thrown out on the base pass if you're going to come back. There's a strike to Brown just on the outside corner, making it 1-1. 8 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Scots. Bulldogs have just the 1 hit. But with the walk, they've got Atherton at first here with 1 out. Throw over there, and Atherton gets back. Again, you want to get back into that bag pretty fast with these 6'7" Camphausen over there. He can bouncing ball, and there it is. Camphausen does reach out and get it, but he can't pick it up. And that'll be a base hit, I think. Off the glove there. He had a long way to go, as I said. There was a big hole over there. And so the Bulldogs now with runners, full rust to Dylan Johnson. He's got a chance to get the Bulldogs on the board here. Ball down low again. Atherton took a few more steps toward third there, but then thought better of it and scampered back to second. Rebar has 1 hit and 7 at-bats this season. And they fake a throw to second base. You know, back in the day, you did that just to kind of annoy the runner and make him get all dirty, but on the artificial turf, that really isn't the case anymore.
I used to kick dirt at the people that would hold me on at second from behind. Just made one kid so mad when I was like 12 years old. He started kicking it back, and next play made an error.
Yeah, the baseball is a game of concentration, Mike. You gotta sometimes break that concentration. Here we go. Rebar waiting on the 1-1 pitch from Dylan Carr, and the delivery is in for a strike. One and two now to the Bulldog catcher. Gus Weeks waiting on deck. There's a little chopper to third coming in to get it, and the throw will get it out, but the runners will move up. Nice play by Henderson there for the Scots. That ball was not hit hard, and he really wasn't able to set his feet to throw. But they will get Rebar at first base, and now they'll leave it up to Weeks. Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Gus Weeks. Gus batting .214. He's seen some extensive action this weekend with the injuries to Atherton and then to Thomas Miller. And Weeks drives a base hit up the middle. That should get 2 in as the Bulldogs come scampering home. It's going to be close to the plate. Now they'll throw to second to get Weeks, and Weeks will be out at second, but not until 2 runs cross the plate. And the Bulldogs are now on the board. So the Bulldogs get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and as it turns out, no one left on base. We'll be back with more from Nicolay Field after we pause for this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on ACTV.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing.
Leading off for the Scots in the top of the third inning is left fielder number 7, Dominic Stelana. So we go to the third inning. Dominic Stelana will bat. Dominic had a single to left his last time in the big 8-run inning for the Scots, and the first pitch he takes from Toth is a ball. Stelana fouls this one off his foot. Another one of these foot knockers that we've seen this weekend. Seems to be happening a lot. I think it's just because it's so dang cold, but
yeah, Thomas Miller got the worst one.
He did.
Because he's been out for 3 games now.
Stelana batting .229 coming into today's contest. He's still looking for that first homer of the year. But he has driven in 7 runs for the Scots. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. So, after giving up the homer to the first batter he faced, Toth has now struck out 2 successive batters. Now batting the third baseman, number 37, Jack Henderson. Henderson takes a strike on the outside corner. Henderson batting .333 in 7 games. This is only his 3rd start of the season. Ball outside. So in this non-league contest, both teams going a little bit to their bench and giving some of their regulars a day off. Pitch is wide, and it's 2-1. There's a drive, and that will make its way into the Bulldog bullpen, making it 2-2. Wooster has played most of its schedule down south. They are 7-3 on neutral fields, but they've only had 2 home games so far. This is just their 4th true road game. They are 1-1 at home and 1-2 on the road. They're trying to even their road mark here today. And the 2-2 delivery is bounced off the plate and rolls over to the Bulldog dugout. So we'll do the 2-2 pitch all again. Outside, 3-2 now. Again, everybody has sweatshirts and long sleeves today, most of the players. And there's ball 4, and he walked him. Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Nick Pett. Well, again, considering that the Bulldogs are usually mainly relievers to pitch this afternoon, as their season goes along, it's a little bit disturbing that there are too many free passes by the Bulldogs so far. Usher hit 2 batters. He walked a third. Now a walk to Henderson. Puts a Scott on the bases with 1 out, and a swing and a miss by Nick Pett. Pett hit a slicing fly ball to center field that was headed for the gap before Don Goods got over to make the play. Back an inning ago, and that one's a little bit wide. And there's ball 2 on the outside corner. Just off the outside corner, I should say. And it's now 2-2. Henderson getting a conservative lead off first. And he watches Nick Pett swing through it. And that'll be another strikeout for Joe Toth. Now batting the catcher, number 28, Michael Thomas. So Michael Thomas will come in. Michael again is creeping ever so close to that plate, and he was hit by a pitch his last time as he swings and misses for strike 1. Again, as we said the last time he batted, if the pitch is off the inside corner of the plate at all, there's a good chance he's going to be hit for where he's standing. There's a strike on the outside corner. So Toth quickly up 0-2 as he tries to get the third and what would be final out of the inning. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So aside from the walk, Toth fans the side here in the third. They get no runs on no hits. There were no errors. The one man was left, and after 2.5, the Scots lead is now 8-2, and we'll be back for the bottom of the third in just a moment.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the third is center fielder number 14, Don Goods. So, Don Goods stepping in to face the new pitcher as Dylan Carr went just 9 hitters. And we now have a tall, lanky left-hander named Ryan Sullivan on the mound for the Scots. Ryan comes in with a no ERA. He's made 8 appearances and pitched 5 and 2/3 innings, giving up just 3 hits in that time. And he's looking to maybe pick up the win here with a 6-run advantage as he comes in to replace the starter. Here's the pitch to Goods, fouled off. That makes it 1-2 to the Bulldog center fielder. Goods has one of the Bulldogs' 3 hits. He lined a single to left field in the first inning, but was stranded at third. Did not get to come home. Pitches outside for a ball. It's now 2-2. This is kind of a hard day to bat as Goods swings and misses. Not only is it cold, which never is good for the hitter. Now batting left fielder number 11, Lincoln Hayward. But also the way both pitching staffs are being managed today, you're probably not going to see the same pitcher twice. So you're only going to get one look at everybody you face here. And we've got Sullivan. He has the advantage of coming in at a time where he can face a couple left-handers to get going. In Goods and Hayward. Here's a pitch. That's a chopper foul down the first base line. I think Lincoln kind of glad that one was foul, because he didn't really get much of the bat on the ball that time. Just kind of got the underside of the bat as he swung around, chopped it down the first base line. And there's a ball to make it 2-2. Sullivan working from the extreme left side of the rubber as he looks in. Fouls it off. Tries to get that angle, which can be a little deceptive to the batter. And he gets him on strikes. Now batting the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. So, at least in the first 2 hitters, we're starting to see why he has a 0.00 ERA so far. Yeah. Hard to score on a guy who strikes everybody out. Here we go. The pitch down low for ball 1. As A.J. Miranda, again playing first base today. He grounded to short in the first inning. At the time, it moved Goods up to third, but the Bulldogs were unable to get him home. 8 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Wooster. And 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Bulldogs. Inside, and it's 3-0. So he's pitching a little more carefully to the right-hand hitting A.J. Miranda. And there he gets a strike over.
Yeah, his slider worked really well against the 2 lefties, but now it's going to be coming in on Miranda, and that's a guy you really don't want to throw a pitch inside to.
And that one's high, so Miranda will walk down to first base. Now batting designated hitter number 25, David Kedrow. So that'll bring Kedrow to the plate. Kedrow hit a line drive that was speared by Nick Pett at second base. That was a bid to knock Goods home, but I thought originally when that ball was hit, that was going to be in center field, but Pett made a great play, diving to his right. That one's fouled off. Pretty solid crowd here at Nicolay Field for this Sunday matinee game, especially considering the weather. A few people have made it up from Wooster as well. Ball inside, 2-1 to Kedro. There's a drive, and Kedro gets a base hit. That's going to go into center field, and Miranda will find his way to third. And the big first baseman will sneak in behind and cover second base there. So good hustle by Camphausen. Hustling down there to prevent further advance by the Bulldogs. But Bulldogs now with a little bit of a rally going. They are hoping to get some two-out magic. Now batting third baseman number 17, Ryan Davis. That's two hard hit balls by Kedro. Like I said, he was kind of robbed in the first inning. But no one was going to get that one as it was well over the head of the shortstop, Jamita, and easily up the gap in the outfield. So Ryan Davis now. Again, if you're going to make an 8-run comeback, you got to at least get one here. When you get the runners on base and have chances, Mike, you got to bring them home in a comeback situation like this.
Definitely chip away, try and get Miranda in. Hopefully you get Kedro in as well.
Pitches outside. And again, it was the grand slam by Camphausen that scored the majority of the runs for the Scots. A 3-run homer would be nice here. And there's a fly ball to left, but it's going to be well short of the fence, and it will be caught, ending the inning as Stilana steps under it, makes the play, and the inning is over. So no runs for the Bulldogs on one hit. There were no errors and 2 left. After 3 complete innings of play, our score is Wooster 8 and Adrian 2. We'll be back for the 4th inning action after we pause for this on AC TV.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Adrian College is once again
off for the Scots in the top half of the 4th inning is center fielder number 5, Ben Gabor. Okay, we're back for the 4th inning, and Dylan Butler is on the mound for the Bulldogs. His first pitch is outside for a ball to Ben Gabor. Gabor, the leadoff man for the College of Wooster. Dylan Butler is a sophomore from Portage, Michigan. There's a bouncing ball to second base, and it will be a base hit as it just kind of nubbed its way out there and was too slow for Atherton to get it to first base. Now batting the right fielder, number 16, Ben Hines. Again, Butler, as I said, comes from Portage, Michigan. A lot of strong baseball teams in Portage every year. They got the 2 high schools there in Portage, Portage Central and Portage Northern. Traditionally are 2 of the better teams in the Kalamazoo, Battle Creek area. There's a pitch inside, and the runner goes, and he will take second base. So a stolen base. There's a bouncing ball to second. Atherton will handle this one and get the out, moving Gabor to third. That ball was not hit very hard either, but gave Atherton time to run in on it and make the play. Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Tyler Chamita. So that brings up Chamita. Again, he's another one of these Wooster batters that gets as close to the plate as he can. Takes a little courage to do that, but Bulldogs have pulled the infield in. Down 6 here in the 4th. They are going to try and cut this run off if they can. First pitch was a ball to Chamita. Here comes the second delivery. That one catches the outside corner. And it's 1-1. Tell you again, when you stand that close to the plate, Mike, sometimes maybe even a pitch that's on the outside, as there's a base hit past the drawn-in infield, and that makes it 9. 9-2. Now batting first baseman number 40, Dane Camphausen.
Push it again, Gobes. Gobes, push it again.
I was going to finish in that thought. I was going to say that, you know, sometimes a ball that's off the outside corner actually looks like a strike because you're so close to the plate.
Should say 9. No, 9-2.
And the pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. So Butler.
Sorry, I was talking about the run. Should be 6 hits. That's it.
Bouncing ball to short. Weeks over to Atherton for 1. Relay double play. And the Bulldogs are out of the inning. But the Scots get 1 on 1 hit, or actually 2 hits. And there were no Bulldog errors, and there were no men left on base. So after 3.5 complete innings of play, it's now 9-2, and we'll be back for the 4th after this.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
I got it here. Knopf.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool along
Leading off for the Bulldogs on the bottom of the fourth inning is second baseman number 3, Andrew Atherton. So we move to the fourth here at Nicolay Field on this Sunday afternoon. Andrew Atherton will step in at the plate, and he'll be facing a new pitcher in Corey Knopf. Knopf continues the parade to the mound by both teams. Knopf entering the game. This is his 6th appearance of the season. He's 2-1 on the year. He has 1 complete game and an ERA of 4.58. He has struck out 23 hitters so far this season, and he gets a opening strike to Atherton. Here's the pitch. Atherton lines it to center field. Running over to make the catch is Ben Gabor. And so the Bulldogs once again getting good aluminum on the ball, but they hit it right at him. Now batting the right fielder, number 34, Owen Brown. So Owen Brown steps in. Owen, I think, kind of glad he missed the left-hand pitching of Ryan Sullivan. We didn't get to see Sullivan for long, but I got to believe that he is a formidable opponent for a left-hand batter. Two strikes quickly here to Owen Brown. Brown getting a start a couple days in a row here in the outfield. He looks at a pitch for a ball. Brown batting .300 coming into today's game. And he got himself a base hit, infield hit last time. So he's a bit over that mark at this point. He has 4 hits and 11 at-bats on the season. And he's now up there with a 1-2 count. That foul ball kind of hit Michael Thomas, the umpire, making sure that he was ready to go. And there's a foul ball. So Brown, Rebar, and Weeks, the next 3 hitters. Bulldogs needing to rally. And it's important that this lower part of the batting order get on base so they can get back to the top and maybe have a big inning like Wooster had there in the second.
Yeah, and we've seen the Bulldogs do it before. Take yesterday, for example, 9 runs in the third in Game 1 versus Calvin, which eventually resulted in a 13-0 victory as Brown strikes out swinging.
Now batting the catcher number 5, Andrew Rebar. So 2 quick outs for the right-hander Knopf. And he'll face Andrew Rebar now. Rebar grounded to third his first time. Swings and misses. He had a big cut. You bar the former Adrian Maple. Standing at the plate, and the delivery, bouncing ball to second base. Over there is Pett, and he throws over to first. And the Bulldogs go 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. So after 4 complete innings of play, our score once again is the College of Wooster 9 and Adrian 2. We'll be back for more on ACTV.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made.
The top of the fifth is designated hitter number 25, Alex Gaspar. So we're back here at Nicolay Field for inning number 5 here against the College of Wooster. Again, the Bulldogs have a new pitcher this inning, and he delivers a bounding ball to first base where Miranda will glove it and flip it over to the new pitcher, Dan Gutierrez, for out number 1. Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Dominic Stelana. Gutierrez, a tall, lanky freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan, in the ball game now. He has this is his 4th appearance of the season. He has a 10.13 ERA, but that was kind of inflated due to just one outing. So Gutierrez is a impressive-looking young man on the mound, and he delivers a bouncing ball to Davis at third. Long throw. He got him. Nice play by Davis. Tell you, this is really our first chance to see Davis get some extended time, and he's done a good job all weekend here for the Bulldogs, both at the bat and in the field. Now batting the third baseman, number 37, Jack Henderson. So 2 quick outs for Gutierrez. Here's a drive to Weeks, off his glove and into left field. So they're going to score that a base hit for Henderson. Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Nick Pett. That would have been a good ball for Weeks if he could have just hung on to it, because that would have given Gutierrez a 1-2-3 quick inning. He might have been available for another inning on this day of many pitchers. Strike 1 to Pett. Pett spelled P-E-T-T. He's flied to center and struck out in his 2 at-bats. This one's on the outside corner for strike 2. I'll say this for Gutierrez so far. He's done exactly what you want to see in a reliever. Come in and pounded the strike zone. Up 0-2 here with a runner at first, and the delivery swing and a miss. He gets the strikeout, and a quick inning for the Bulldogs. There were no runs on 1 hit, there were no errors, and 1 was left on base. And after 4.5, we're halfway through the ball game here this afternoon, and our score is the College of Wooster 9 and the Bulldogs 2. So Gus Weeks going to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Bulldogs. He's the Bulldogs' number 9 hitter, so he'll be followed by the top of the order. Weeks takes his first pitch for a strike.
It's the reason for our 2 runs with his 2 RBI single up the middle back in the 2nd inning.
Yep, that was a big 2-out hit for Weeks. Weeks is another one who is getting some extended playing time this weekend with the injury to Thomas Miller. And he's held up well throughout the weekend.
Miller should be back on Tuesday when the Bulldogs take on Tryon. We were talking today, and he's feeling much better, but with it being a non-conference game, it really didn't make sense for him to play. Give him that extra day of rest.
And Weeks takes a curveball on the outside corner for strike 3. And so that'll bring up Don Goods. Now batting the center fielder number 14, Don Goods. Goods has singled and struck out in his 2 at-bats today. Again, he's facing his 3rd pitcher of the afternoon. So don't have a lot of familiarity with the pitchers we're seeing today. They're in and out so fast. Although Knopf now in his 2nd inning of work makes him one of the pitchers who stayed the longest here. Pitches outside for a ball. It's 2-1 to Goods. There's a drive by Goods. This is going to get down into the corner. He is going to go for extra bases. And it's retrieved fairly quickly by Hines out there. So Goods will hold with a double. And the Bulldogs now have a runner in scoring position. 2nd hit of the day for Goods. He's 2 for 3. Goods was batting .391 coming into today's game. So he's raise that average a little bit. He's got to be creeping close to the 400 mark. Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Lincoln Hayward. So that'll bring up Hayward. Hayward has hit a pop to left and struck out his last time. Of course, Goods and Hayward were facing the last time the big left-hander Ryan Sullivan. And he had that somewhat mean slider to the left-handers, and he struck out both Hayward and Goods in his one inning of work. That pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1. Like I said, I'm not sure a lot of left-hand batters are going to be rushing up to the plate to face Sullivan.
Yeah, no. As a lefty myself, no.
Here's the pitch. Hayward skies it to deep center, tagging up his Goods, and he will move to third. And once again, the Bulldogs now have a runner at third base with 2 out.
Oh. They called catcher's interference, actually. So there's only 1 out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. So, that's a break for the Bulldogs. Take out an out away, put a runner on base, and now we've got Miranda at the plate. Miranda has walked and grounded to short today. Here's the pitch outside.
With the catcher's interference, though, Goods was forced to go back to second.
But again, the Bulldogs think they need most right now is base runners. So they will gladly exchange the base for another runner being on base. And goes as an error on Michael Thomas.
Oh, yeah, that's an error. Goes. Put an error for the visitors.
Here's the pitch, down low for a ball. And it's now 3-0, so Miranda looking to maybe draw that second walk of the game. This one comes right down the Broadway, however. Again, he needs to get on base any way he can to help generate some kind of a rally here. The Bulldogs trailing by 7 in the 5th. 9-2, Wooster on top on the strength of an 8-run second inning that was boosted by a grand slam. Ball 4 inside on Miranda. And now the Bulldogs have the bases loaded. And David Kedros will step to the plate. Now batting the designated hitter, number 25, David Kedro. And we will get a trip to the mound by the Wooster coaching staff. Barry Craddock in his second season as the manager of the Scots. And again, the fly ball that was caught but negated by the catcher's interference has put them in a bit of a bind here in the bottom of the 5th. Kedro, Davis, and Atherton, the next 3 hitters for the Bulldogs. That's the middle of their lineup, 4, 5, and 6. So the Bulldogs looking to do some damage here. They've got Goods at second. Goods at third, Hayward at second, and now Miranda at first base as Kedro stands at the plate. Here's the delivery, down low for ball 1. Kedro's hit the ball hard 2 times today. One was A fine catch by second baseman Nick Pett, and the other one resulted in a base hit to center. And this one is down low. That was lined right over the shortstop's head into the gap. And second hit by Kedro. 2-0. Kedro quickly ahead in the count. Here's the pitch, and it's down the middle for strike one. I'd be surprised if Kedro was given the take sign there. Again, the Bulldogs need base runners. They got to get them on any way they can. Here's the pitch, and that one's just on the outside corner, but a good take by Kedro because not a lot you could do with that pitch. 2-2 now. They count to the Bulldog designated hitter this afternoon. And there's a drive that's going to go foul onto the big field. Again, non-league action today on this Sunday matinee. That pitch is outside for a ball, and that will load, send the count to full. And we'll have the payoff pitch coming up here from Knopf. The delivery swung on, line drive out into right field. This will get a run in. And also advancing to third will be Hayward. And a sacrifice fly from Kedro makes the score now 9-3. So 2 out now, and the batter will be Ryan Davis. Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. So the fly ball, combined with the catcher's interference error, will make all the runs this inning unearned. So Knopf has that going for him. Here's the pitch, line drive, center field, little popper, and it will be caught. A sensational play by Ben Gabor, and the inning is over. That was a tough one for the Bulldogs, because if that could have dropped in, we could have had a few more runs, but it hung up just enough for Gabor to make the catch, and so the Bulldogs will settle for one. They get one run on just the one hit, and they leave two, and there was one Scott error in the inning. So at the end of 5, our score is Wooster 9 and Adrian 3. We'll be back with more from Nicolay Field after we pause for this. You're watching AC TV.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition.
The College of Wooster in the top of the 6th is catcher number 28, Michael Thomas. Okay, we're back here at Nicolay Field. Michael Thomas stepping in for the College of Wooster, the catcher leading off, and he is going to face Dan Gutierrez, working his second inning of relief here. Gutierrez got him just the one hit, and as we have mentioned many times, Michael Thomas stands very close. He was grazed by that, and He made no motion, and the umpire is going to hold him here at home base. Now they're going to discuss it. So this is going to cause a dispute, Mike.
Yep. So I thought he leaned into it as well.
No.
I thought he did that the last time he got hit.
Now they're going to give him first base, and not quite unpredictably, Coach Craig Rainey is going to come out and discuss, hey, you told him he had to come back. He clearly didn't get out of the way. What's going on?
This is 14th hit by pitch this season.
Well, again, pitcher's job is to throw it over home, and since he's standing literally on home, and again, so Gutierrez will take some extra tosses while Coach Rainey lectures the umpire on the situation, but Thomas is going to make his trip to first base. And that'll bring up Ben Gabor. Gabor standing at the plate takes a strike on the first pitch. Batter center fielder number 5, Ben Gabor. Defensive coach Rainey might argue that pitch was a called strike and not much different than the one that hit Thomas.
Yeah.
There's the pitch from Gabor to Gabor, and it's down low for a ball. 1-1 now, the count. Gutierrez working, as I said, his second inning. Gave up a single off the glove of the shortstop in his first inning of work. Other than that, he got him 1-2-3. And now he's behind 2-1 to the Scott's leadoff man, Ben Gabor. Thomas takes off for second, and he will make it easily. And it's now 3-1. So Gutierrez, like I said, was impressive in the fifth inning, and the big key to that was he pounded the strike zone. Now having a little more difficulty with a hits batsman and a foul ball now down the line. So he impresses me as a kind of pitcher that needs to work ahead in the count.
Well, it makes your job so much easier as all pitchers, working ahead. Getting that first pitch strike.
And there's ball 4, so now the Scots have runners at first and second without a hit. The batter is right fielder number 16, Ben Hines. Gutierrez delivers. Here's a bunt. It goes right to Gutierrez. He's got to wait for Atherton to get there, and he does, and he is out. So a sacrifice for Hines. And Bulldogs had Miranda charging on that. Now batting the shortstop number 2, Tyler Chamita. And that meant that Atherton had a long way to go to get that out. He did a good job both stopping at the bag and taking the throw. There's a pitch inside to Chamita for ball 1. Gutierrez, one of 3 Bulldog pitchers on the roster from Grand Rapids. They've got Well, there's a grounder to Miranda. He makes the play, but that'll get a run in. So the hit batsman finds his way around the bases to score. Now batting the first baseman, number 40, Dane Camphausen. And that'll bring up Camphausen. Camphausen taking some time to strap up his leg guard there. He has seen the multiple hitters get hit in the foot this weekend and is taking some preventive measures. There's a strike on the outside corner from Gutierrez. So again, that ends up being a pretty big call there. When he called the batter back on the hit batsman, and then later it was determined that he would go to first. Ball. One delivery from Gutierrez down low. Rebar makes the stop.
Brandon Schultz warming up for the Bulldogs in the bullpen.
Here's the pitch from Gutierrez down low. That one squirts away, and that will get the run in. That ball was blocked by Rebar and hit his shin guard and rolled down the third base line, which, to be honest with you, is one of the few places that kind of a ball where you get a rather easy trip home. If you just miss it and it hits the backstop, it usually bounces back to you, and you got a chance to get the guy at the plate. Gutierrez loses Camphausen. Now batting designated hitter number 25, Alex Gaspar. So the designated hitter Gaspar coming in. Here's the pitch, bounding ball up the middle. It will be knocked down by Weeks. He'll make a long throw, and he did not get him. They say Miranda was off the bag. Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Dominic Stellana. A fine play by Weeks, but he just by a hair drew Miranda off the bag. Ball beat him there in time, and the pitch is a ball to Stellana. But unfortunately, nothing against AJ, but that's where we could have used the 6'7" first baseman that Wooster employs. He probably could have kept his foot on the bag. AJ not quite that tall. There's a drive to center field. Going back is Goods. He will not be able to get there, and this will score 2 more as Stellana heads for third, and he stops in with a triple. So this inning kind of going from bad to worse on the Bulldogs here. 2 RBIs for Stillman. Now batting third baseman, number 37, Jack Henderson. Pitch inside for a ball to Henderson. Henderson masking up this afternoon. The big gaiters players have been wearing all weekend. There's a swing and a miss, just rolls a little bit away from Rebar. But these cold conditions, you find your gloves and your gaiters and put on your sweatshirt under your jersey and you go out and play. There's a pitch, bounding ball to third. Davis with it, throws the first, and the inning is over. But not until the Scots score 4 more runs here in the top of the 6th. And at the end of 5.5 innings of play, our score now is Wooster 13 and Adrian 3. Henderson. Leading off for the Bulldogs is second baseman number 3, Andrew Atherton. So we're back here. Andrew Atherton fouls off the first delivery from our new pitcher, Christian Johnston. And Johnson, a left-hander, seeing his first inning of work. And he's toiling with a 10-run lead right now. Bulldogs just could not get that third out last inning. And again, you don't know what the result of his at-bat would be had he been made to stay at the plate, but that hit by pitch call looming kind of big right there. That kind of kept the inning going here and put Gutierrez in a bit of a bind, and we just couldn't get that third out. There's the pitch to Atherton the outside corner for 2-2. Atherton, Brown, and Rebar, the scheduled hitters for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a pitch fouled away for strike 1. Bouncing ball, shortstop going over, and Chimita makes the play, and there's one down. I'll bring up Owen Brown. Brown with a hit and 2 trips so far this afternoon. Now batting the right fielder, number 34, Owen Brown. Owen facing the left-hander. There's a strike on the outside corner. And this one hits Owen Brown. He will take his base. That one, unlike the one that hit Thomas, was right off his backside. Now batting the catcher number 5, Andrew Rebar. So Andrew Rebar steps in. And Bulldogs trying to get something going offensively here today. They've been kind of snake bit by leaving too many runners on base today. And also College of Wooster making some plays, turning 50-50 balls into outs today. Here's the pitch, and it's a foul back out of play. You look back on this, and the Bulldogs could have scored in the first on the hit by Kedro, but it was a diving catch by Pett that got him out of the inning. Then last inning, a outstanding play by Gabor in center field. He came a long way and made a diving catch as Rebar looks at strike 3. And there are 2 out, and it'll bring up Gus Weeks. Now batting the shortstop number 2, Gus Weeks. So Weeks, he's got a hit in 2 trips. He drove home 2 runs in the second inning. The big 2-out hit. That's probably, if you have to pick an offensive highlight, the offensive highlight of the day for the Bulldogs. Got their other run on a sacrifice fly. There's a ball fouled back into the screen. 1-1. Pitch down low. Nice job by Thomas to block that one. Came up throwing in case Owen Brown had any thoughts of advancing. But Owen, down 10 runs, I think was kind of content to stay at first. Here now he goes on this pitch. He steals, and he will be safe, as he had a nice slide going behind the bag and picking up a stolen base. Much better opportunity for Brown to advance than the ball that skipped in. And now it's 3-1, so another chance for Gus Weeks to drive a run in here. And a swing and a miss into the glove of Michael Thomas. Full count now to the Bulldogs shortstop, Gus Weeks, standing at the plate. The delivery inside and ball 4. So Weeks will get a free pass. And that'll bring up Don Goods. Now batting center fielder number 14, Don Goods.
Junior. NAIA transfer?
Pitch to Goods is outside, scooped by Thomas.
Northwest Ohio.
So far,
think this is his third.
Johnston on his day has got a ground out. Then he hit Owen Brown, struck out Andrew Rebar, and walked Gus Weeks. So that leads us to first and second with 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs trailing 13-3 here at Nicolay Field. And we get timeout called by the umpire. So we'll reset and do it all again. Pitch on the way, cuts the outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Goods. Lincoln Hayward on deck. He's hoping to get a chance to bat here in this inning with some runners on base. 1-1 count to Goods. This one's outside, ball 2. And Owen Brown at second base, Gus Weeks at first. They're itching to come home here. Johnston comes to the set, checks his runners and delivers, and it's fouled out into the highway. And it's 2-2. And it's time to reload the umpire's ball bags. Once again. A lot of foul balls this afternoon. It's about the 4th or 5th time that someone has had to emerge with the from the Bulldog dugout with the replacement baseballs. Here we go, the swing and a miss. And there goes another one. It's one bit of a design flaw of Nicolay Field is that we can hit too many foul balls into the highway that cannot be retrieved. 2-2 the count, and that's one is drilled right at the second baseman, and as happened so many times today, he just catches it with a snow cone type grab, and the inning comes to an end. So no runs for the Bulldogs in the 6th. They leave 2 on base. And at the end of 6 completing the play, our score is Wooster 13 and Adrian 3.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. A time of great significance, of growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as very special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you leave.
And now pitching for the Bulldogs is number 36, Brandon Schultz. Also, ladies and gentlemen, pinch batting for the College of Wooster, number 26, Dean Brown. Okay, we got some replacements in the ball game as the Bulldogs have a new battery. Now pitching for Adrian is Brandon Schultz, and catching is going to be Adrian Gutierrez. And we also have a pinch batter for the College of Wooster. Here's the pitch, and he lines a ball picked off by Weeks, and a sensational play.
Wow.
Not often we say this, but that was Ryan Doro-esque there. A beautiful play by Weeks. Now batting the catcher, number 28, Michael Thomas. And we did not get a chance to tell you that batter was the pinch batter, Dean Brown. And he was robbed by Gus Weeks. Here's the pitch, a smash. They're going to try it again. Weeks going over, this time able to stay up on his feet, and he guns him out. So the challenges to Gus Weeks this inning have not paid off for the Scots. Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Ben Gabor. Gus might want to move over just a little bit to his right and make these plays a little easier. But then again, I think he's having a good time entertaining the fans with some fine plays, which Adrian College might be able to. It looks similar more to the acrobatic team that was in action last night for the. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Schultz, and it is skied out to right field, but it will not stay in the ballpark. And it will be retrieved by the Wooster bullpen. Brandon Schultz making his 5th appearance of the season. He's a left-hander, and he's a 5th-year senior from Jackson, Michigan. Getting some work in here on a Sunday afternoon, which the Bulldogs find themselves down 13-3. So he's just going to try and get Wooster out. Bouncing ball to Davis. He's got a long throw, and he gets it over in time. And the Scots go 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. So time for a 7th inning stretch here at Nicolay Field. Once again, our score is the College of Wooster 13 and Adrian 3.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 7th, left fielder number 11, Lincoln Hayward. So we're back here at Nicolay Field, where for just a few seconds, a spring day has broken out and the sun has made a rare appearance here at Nicolay Field. And what we usually do in this ball game, we got a new pitcher. So taking a look at the Scott's infield now. Dean Brown stays in the game. He's playing third base. That moves the third baseman Grant Mitchell to second. And then coming into pitch is Thomas Fell. And Fell is quickly ahead of Lincoln Hayward with a 0-2 count. And there's a chopper. It's going to test Brown right away. The throw in, he gets him. Now batting first baseman number 30, A.J. Miranda. So that'll bring up Miranda. Miranda grounded to short in the first inning and has walked twice. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball.
Very high-scoring game in Docking Stadium, women's lacrosse. Lost to Siena Heights, 21-14. What's that?
It does sound like it was an offensive afternoon.
Couple touchdowns.
Here's the pitch. It's a big win for Siena. I know that the men's teams met earlier this season, and the Bulldogs pulled out an exciting overtime win that day. Three and one now to Miranda. And the delivery fouled away to make it a full count. Three-two delivery on tap here to A.J. Miranda, and the delivery from Fell is fouled down the left field line. The Bulldogs will run after that one.
Coach Klatt's not very nimble in that coach's box over there.
Well, again, there are days when you can feel a ball barehanded and days that you don't want to, and this is, again, the sunshine that graced the infield. Here's another bounding ball to Brown over the first, and he gets him. So, 2 ground balls to third for 2 outs in the inning. And this is the kind of day where you just want to let that ball go by. Now batting designated hitter number 25, David Kedrow. Yeah, when that sun popped out at the beginning of the inning, I wanted to get that in. Here's Kedrow's. It's a high fly ball to left field that is brought in by Dominic Stelana, and the inning is over. Leading off for the College of Wooster is the right fielder number 16, Ben Hines. Well, we're back here at Nicolay Field. Ben Hines stepping in to lead off the top of the 8th inning. The Bulldogs down by 10. Here's a fly ball, and it is going to be trapped by our new left fielder, Ben Sullivan. That one just bounced into his glove, but he did a good job of keeping it in front of him and holding the batter, Ben Hines, to a single. Now batting, shortstop number 2, Tyler Shimeda. So, we've got a new pitcher. This is Trevor Usher on the mound. And he gives up a hit to the first batter. And Shimeda is now standing at the plate with his left-handed stance and swings and misses for strike 2. So Usher now coming to the set, checks the runner and delivers, bounding smash, and that almost hits the runner. And then goes into the outfield for a base hit. So Wooster now with runners at first and third. And nobody out. Now batting first baseman number 40, Dane Camphausen. So Camphausen, who had the biggest blow in this game, a grand slam back in the 8-run second inning for the College of Wooster. And that's where it kind of got away from the Bulldogs this afternoon. It's on the outside corner for a strike, makes it 1-1. Pitch is outside for a ball. In case you were with us yesterday and you're kind of wondering why this game is still going on, is yesterday the Bulldogs had a 10-run lead after 7 innings of play, so the game was called off by the 10-run mercy rule, which is a MIAA rule this season. So this being a non-conference game does not apply to this afternoon. So we play on here at Nicolay Field. And Usher has moved the count to 2-2. The big first baseman from Wooster. And the delivery, and this one's way wide, and that will get a run home. So a wild pitch scores the run, and it's now 14-3. Count is now full. Catcher Gutierrez didn't have a chance on that one. That was well wide. And a swing and a miss, and then we got a strikeout. So out number 1. And for all you Adrian College hockey fans out there, that would not even have been a shot on goal for Gutierrez. That's how wide that one was. Batters designated hitter number 25, Alex Gaspar. So Gaspar up to bat, and there's a pop-up out of play. Wooster now with 14 runs, 11 hits, then they've made 1 error. And the Bulldogs, 3 runs, 5 hits. They have made no errors. Here's the pitch on the way. Bouncing ball to third. Davis takes the little number and throws it across the diamond. And Miranda has to come off the bag and make the tag, but he does so for out number 2. Nice play by Miranda. Now batting left fielder number 7, Dominic Stilana. That was kind of a nubber off the end of the bat and got to Davis rather slowly, so he didn't really have time to locate Miranda. He just had to kind of come up and let it go, and nice play by AJ to come off the bag and make the tag for out number 2. Here's the pitch from Usher and a short swing, but he went far enough for strike 1. Here's a pitch on the way, strike 2, another check swing by Stilana. So the pitches of Usher causing a little indecision up there at the plate. Dominic steps back in. He's down 0-2. Here's the pitch on the way, and this time he does hold up. And that makes it 1-2. Chimita leading off second base, but he watches a strike go by, so he gets 2 outs this inning by strikeout, and they get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 1 was left on base. At the end of 7.5, our score is the College of Wooster 14 and Adrian 3.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you will be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you.
Andrew Klaus. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pinch batting for the Bulldogs is number 12, Andrew Klaus. Klaus in place of Ryan Davis. So more substitutions in the ball game here at Nicolay Field as Andrew Klaus steps in as a pinch batter for Ryan Davis. And on the mound for the Scots is Ethan Samanji. He is a junior from Hudson, Ohio. And he delivers to Klaus. Klaus lines a fly ball. This could be trouble. This is going to get down for a base hit. Klaus headed for 2. Is he going to make it? He is safe. So Klaus just in there. And we will now see another pinch hitter as Andrew Atherton is being called back, and Nathan Grega will step up. Grega and Klaus are both listed as catchers on our program, so we're getting the Ladies and gentlemen, pinch batting for the Bulldogs is number 15, Nathan Grega. So Grega trying to bring home a run after Klaus clubbed a double into left center field. That was the Bulldogs' 6th hit on the afternoon. They have 3 runs on the 6 hits. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike to Grega. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Bulldogs trailing now by 11. But they have a small threat going here with the leadoff double by Klaus. Samanji comes to the set and delivers, and it's sliced down by the Bulldog bullpen. That makes it 1-2 to the Bulldog pinch batter, Nathan Grega. Grega, a freshman from Hartville, Ohio. Seeing some action here. Pitch is outside. Grega has only had 2 at-bats so far this season. And that pitch is down low. Grega looking for his first hit as a Bulldog, has a full count on him. And Samanji delivers. It's a foul ball away. Again, getting perilously close to the highway. This one is popped up, and everyone's giving chase to it. The left fielder comes in and actually catches that in fair territory. He was out of territory, and he overran it, but he was able to put his hand back over his head and make the catch. So fine catch there by Dominic Stelana out there in left field. He had to run a long way, and he gets the out. Now batting right fielder number 34, Owen Brown. So once again, the Bulldogs make a bid and have a fine defensive play. At least I don't know if that would have scored the run, but at least it would have given the Bulldogs an opportunity to put a couple guys on. So Owen Brown up at the plate. Brown has 2 hits today. There's a flare into the center field, and it also will be caught. As Gabor runs in and makes the catch. And now there are 2 down. Adrian Gutierrez coming to the plate now for the Bulldogs for his first at-bat of the day. He came in for rebar earlier. Now batting the catcher, number 18, Adrian Gutierrez. So Adrian will step in here and hopefully deliver after Klaus's leadoff double has left him standing at second base where he started. Gutierrez took a strike on pitch number 1. This one's outside for a ball. It's 1-1. The count to Gutierrez. And the pitch is high for a ball. Two balls and a strike to the Bulldogs catcher. Gutierrez, a freshman from Tampa, Florida. You know, we mentioned earlier the Bulldogs have 3 pitchers from Grand Rapids. They also have 3 players from Tampa in Gutierrez and Anthony Marino and Trip Russo. So, Tampa. Again. Mike's even found a couple more here, so make it 5 Tampa players as Gutierrez walks down to first base. Add Michael Swanson and Gage Ricker into that, so that's a fertile recruiting ground for Coach Craig Rainey. Pitches outside to Gus Weeks. Pitches outside for ball 2. That kind of explains why every once in a while in the winter we can't find Coach Rainey here. He's down in Tampa recruiting baseball players. Good spot. All down low. Two balls, 1 strike to Gus Weeks, who put on a show in the 7th inning defensively with a couple of fine plays to his right. 3-1 the count now. 2 out, runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. Weeks standing at the plate, waiting the payoff pitch. He drives it up the middle. That'll be a base hit. That'll get a run in. Here comes the Bulldogs. Klaus to score. Andrew Klaus, after getting the leadoff double, does indeed come home. And the lead is cut to 10. Oh, a good day for Weeks. He's played very well in the field and now has 2 hits to show for it. 3 at-bats. Better center fielder number 14, Don Goods. Pitch is fouled away. Bulldogs now with 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Wooster, 14 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. Maybe the Bulldogs, base hit by Goods here, could inch him a little closer. There's a pop-up, however, on the infield. And this should be taken by Mitchell, and it is, and the inning is over. But the Bulldogs score 1 time in the 8th inning. On 2 hits, they leave 2 runners on base. And at the end of 8, we go to the 9th. Our score is Wooster 14 and Adrian 4.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane student
changes in the Bulldog lineup. Now playing second base is number 1, Nathan Mix. Now playing first base is number 10, Evan Snyder. Moving from first base to third base is number 30, AJ Miranda. And now pitching for the Bulldogs is number 22, Trip Russo. Russo in place of Trevor Usher. Now we're back here at Nicolay Field for the 9th inning. Now batting second baseman number 6, Grant Mitchell. And Grant Mitchell is leading off. And we were talking about all the players that we have recruited from Tampa, Florida, and one of them's now in on the mound in Trip Russo. Russo wearing number 22. He is a sophomore. And he's working with Adrian Gutierrez, the catcher from Tampa, Florida. So these people. Ball is tipped away for a strike. And so Russo now 2-1 on the batter Grant Mitchell. Three and 1 to Mitchell. He takes another pitch outside. We're in the 9th. And there's a walk. Mitchell going down to first base. Now batting number 26, Dean Brown. So they'll bring up Dean Brown. His pitch is down low. Brown has been playing third base today since he entered the ball game. And Trip Rousseau's first pitch was a ball. He's trying to find the strike zone here after walking the first batter. He gets a foul ball to make it 1-1. And again, sometimes we look at a ball game like this where a team's way out in front and we think, well, you know, these guys are just kind of mopping up to on the mound. But really, this is a great opportunity, a day like today, in which the Bulldogs have used, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 pitchers this afternoon. it's an opportunity for people to show Coach Rainey that they can throw strikes and be trusted for closer contests. So it still has a lot of meaning to the players that are out there. And there's a fine catch by Owen Brown, who came running and dived. He was playing fairly deep for Brown, and he had to come a long way and make a catch, and he does so. So there's a good defensive play by the Bulldogs once again. Batters catcher number 28, Michael Thomas. So Mike Thomas steps to the plate. And the pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. There's strike 2 on the inside corner. Again, Michael Thomas was involved in some controversy back in the 6th inning when he was hit by a pitch and originally told by the umpire that he didn't try to get out of the way and he needed to stay. And then after much discussion, was allowed to go to first base, and that kind of set off a big inning of 4 runs that at the time it was only a 9-3 lead. There's a bouncy ball to third. Long throw by Miranda for 1. Relay, double play, and the inning is over. So Michael Thomas bounces into the double play, and a good inning by Russo for the Bulldogs. And so with the Scots going 1, 2, 3, we'll move to the bottom of the 9th. Our score is of College of Wooster 14 and Adrian College 4.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. A time of great significance, of growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as very special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you leave.
Now batting for the Bulldogs to lead off the bottom of the 9th inning is left fielder number 35, Ben Sullivan. Well, we're back here once again for the bottom of the 9th inning at Nicolay Field as Ben Sullivan, the Bulldogs left fielder, steps into the plate, and he has been the tradition of this game is facing a new pitcher in Alex Gurdanik from Wooster. So Gurdanik hoping to put this game away for the College of Wooster. Again, they have led pretty much the entire afternoon after a scoreless first inning. They got 8 in the second, and this is going to be a hit for Sullivan as he lines it. He started to think about going to second, but then thought better of it. And that was a wise decision since he is the tying run, but he's got to bat another time in this inning to be so. Now batting third baseman number 30, A.J. Miranda. The pitch to Miranda gets away from our new catcher. Forgot to mention him. Riley McErlin is in there, and he now will be charged with a passed ball. And Miranda will have one ball on him with a runner in scoring position now. And the pitch inside, that's ball 2. Again, not a very clean scorecard in front of me today. Miranda, one of the few starters still in there. Here's a pitch, fly ball, center field. Going over for it is Gabor, and he will now give way to the right fielder, and it'll be a catch, and moving to third will be Sullivan. So Hines takes it for the out there in right. Now batting designated hitter number 25, David Kedrow. So I'll bring up David Kedrow to bat. Kedrow's got a hit in 3 trips along with a sacrifice fly, which gave him an RBI in this ball game. One of the Bulldogs' 4 RBIs. The other 3 are by Gus Weeks. Here's a bouncing ball to first, but that'll get another run in. And so give him a second RBI on the day as Sullivan crosses the plate with the 5th run, and it's now 14-5. Now batting first baseman number 10, Evan Snyder. So 2 out now. Again, the College of Wooster more than happy to give up a run for an out, and there's a ball if it'll stay fair, and it does, and that will be the ball game. So Bulldogs get 1 run in the 9th inning, and that will be it. And our final score here this afternoon is the College of Wooster 14 and Adrian 5.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog.
So we're back here for a final time there at Nicolay Field. And, Mike, this is a Sunday afternoon lawn league game where both teams utilized a lot of players getting some at-bats for maybe some of the non-regulars that they're going to need as the season progresses. And it just kind of got away from the Bulldogs this afternoon, that big 8-run second inning, which was highlighted by the grand slam by Dane Camphausen as the big blow. And after that, it just kind of deteriorated from there, and the Bulldogs were never really quite able to come back. They did get 5 runs in the ball game, but that was woefully short, especially after another big inning in the 6th for Wooster, scoring 4 times, put the game away.
Yeah, definitely. The Bulldogs just need to come out and piece together some more hits. Like you said, not the everyday starting lineup, but, still guys that are on this varsity squad, and they're guys that, may serve as a second or a third string, and you never know when they're going to get their opportunity, and when they do, they need to take advantage of it. So, but yeah, like you said, people like Kedro and Weeks, Owen Brown, there's not the everyday starters for the Bulldogs, but with how many games are lined up in the next 7 days, this is, like you said, the 4th one of the weekend. We're back at it on Tuesday here versus Trine. Then we host Hope on Friday and a doubleheader at Hope on Saturday. So these guys do need some rest days. So you will start to see kind of those what you could call bench players come off and get some starts here and there.
Well, and again, they just got to take a look at this weekend as well. That they need to stay ready because again. Atherton had a little bit of an injury bug, so that was getting Weeks in there at second base. And then when Thomas Miller went down, Weeks had to move to third. And Davis also getting to play this weekend a little bit. And both those guys had pretty good weekends when you look at it. So, they're good examples to all the other guys that at any time, one play, one injury, and you're out there and you need to perform. So they got that going forward. And, again, now it's time for the Bulldogs to look forward to this upcoming week. They went 2-1, so that's a pretty good start with the weekend series with Calvin. They sure would have liked to have got that second game yesterday. But at any rate, they are a game above the 500 mark after the first weekend. And now they've got some big games this week with 4 league contests coming up with the single game against Trine on Tuesday. And then they will be home here against the Flying Dutchman on Friday afternoon. And then the big doubleheader down at Hope. So, a lot of big games coming up for the Bulldogs, who now find themselves at 10-8 at this juncture of the season. And, again, they're poised to defend their MIAA championship, and hopefully they can have a big week this week and get on the right track.
Yeah, definitely. And Calvin, the only team in the conference without an MIAA loss. Both their wins came against Olivet over the weekend. Adrian and Calvin were the only 2 teams that got to play their full 3-game series. What is nice for the Bulldogs is Hope and Kalamazoo play on Tuesday. And Kalamazoo's a solid squad. Hope's a solid squad. So Hope's going to have to throw one of their top guys against the Hornets. So who knows who we see for Hope on Friday.
Well, we will take a look at that action as it comes up this week. So once again, a reminder, everybody join us on Tuesday afternoon, 4 o'clock, the start time for the MIAA contest against the Trine University Thunder. And again, this is kind of a new thing in the MIAA where us and Trine are considered travel partners, I guess you would say. And so they are playing, instead of a weekend series like we do with all the other teams in the league, they're playing 3 single games throughout the season. So that'll be a first-time single MIAA contest, and we'll have it for you here on ACTV again starting at 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. Until then, once again, our final score here this afternoon at Nicolay Field was the College of Wooster 14 and Adrian College 5. And we'll see you again on Tuesday. Till then, this is Dave Van Giesen for Mike Prang saying so long, everyone.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.